I can't.
You want to know what's crazy? That is actually weird that you say that when black women and white men are more or so equally yoked in the grander scheme of things. No shade, LT.
Black women and white men are more equally yoked.
I know y'all probably both like, what the hell? But that's
explain your math.
And again, remember she said that she was taken out of context because they only put a clip of this. This is what she said.
I'm not saying it in the sense of equally yoked like that, because
So that's not my music. That's from their podcast. Here we go.
This is a conversation that you have to have with people who understand.
Yeah, we don't understand.
I understand.
You do?
I'm trying.
Here's the thing. When you look at where black women fall, at least...
So this is probably what she's citing. Because when you see black women are more likely to be breadwinners, that's not a bad thing. You guys remember this headline? There was a lot of black women that was going on record saying that black women are the breadwinners of the black community. But when you actually read it, it's at the top there. Pew found 1 in 4 black wives out-earned their husbands. 1 in 4. So that's the headline that they went with. It's crazy, right? Here we go.
Household wise, head of household, education, leading the education right now.
You see that? You see how many outlets reported this? Black women are more likely to be breadwinners. That's not a bad thing. Black women read this and they automatically took it as black women are the majority breadwinners when it's only 1 out of 4 black women. Okay.
The responsibilities that we have, most of the time, that's where white men serve, or we're a little bit closer to each other in understanding. Whereas,
so hold on.
Hey, don't you do it.
I hate.
Don't say nothing.
I don't like.
This is not some shit. No. All the black men in this room, we not about to debate this. We gonna let her finish this shit, and we gonna move on.
No. This not saying
I'm debating this shit.
No, the fuck you ain't. We'll be here all damn day.
I don't do the swirl. Let me put that out there. I don't do the swirl. I didn't.
So even with, and that's one of the things that I hate, even when black women who say that they don't swirl or whatever, they're championing this notion. Where did she get this from? That white men and black women are more aligned. I'm pretty sure she probably heard that, that false narrative that black women and white men have the least divorces. That vintage data that I debunked a while ago. The most quoted statistic in black women's relationship conversations. And I quote, black wife/white husband marriages are 44% less likely to end in divorce than white wife, white husband couples over the same period. According to the Census Bureau, black wife/white husband marriages have the lowest rates of divorce. Damn near every panel show on every podcast where black women don't like black men, they have quoted this statistic multiple times, and nobody has ever fact-checked them. But you know who did? I did. The report was found on Wikipedia, which is essentially what they were quoting. But it says that it's from the Census Bureau, so it has to be true. Wiley article reported that these findings from a 2002 national survey of family growth. So, black women are quoting an article that was 23 years ago? Yes. 23 years ago, black women. So every time you get your dumbasses on these panel shows, every time you get your dumbasses on this podcast and you quote this dumbass statistic, it's 23 fucking years old, you stupids. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all supposed to be the most educated, right? The black women who hate black men, y'all the most educated, and you quoting a 23-year-old statistic? You stupid motherfuckers. What's wrong with y'all? Making all y'all asses look stupid out here. That's still hot in these, relationship streets. Black women love quoting that. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what she's trying to quote, but she's doing a horrible job of explaining herself, even though she was in the chat telling people to watch the full video. This is the full video. You guys let me know if you heard something different.
Who are black men equally yoked with then? Who we down there with?
Why y'all?
Yeah, who are we equally yoked? Let's see if she answered that.
Why are we doing this?
I'm just saying, if black women and white men.
I'm not saying it in the sense of like that makes sense.
So y'all make the best space partners together.
No.
So she didn't answer that. That was actually a good question by Carlos. Who are we more aligned with? She didn't answer.
Because see, this is why I'm really trying to tread lightly.
No, don't tread lightly.
You stepped in it.
Yep.
I didn't step in it.
All I'm like, I know you got a long explanation. I'm just saying. So if white men and black women got a lot in common, who do black men?
It's not about saying about having a lot in common. When you look at,
you ain't let me
I'm
finish
talking
the
about power dynamics.
Okay. Well, who are black men? Who is that?
Y'all almost missed that. She said black women and white men have more in common because of power dynamics. Again, she is under the impression that black women are just doing so much better than black men. So she's like, since black women are leading the black community, white men are leading their community, so we're more so aligned. And that's when the ignorance comes in. Black people don't like to do their research on these topics because simply saying that black women are doing so much better than black men, that's lazy. And it's easy. It's easy to put out there because typically back in the day, black men didn't have anything to say about that. They just took it and moved on. Even though they probably knew it wasn't true, they didn't say anything. And that's why one of the main reasons why you see a lot of black people say that black men shouldn't have podcast mics, because all these lies that they spread are being easily debunked. If you just do a quick Google search, statistically, based on this data set and the factors that matter in long-term relationships, black men come out as better dating prospects overall in 9 out of the 12 categories. They are less burdened by student loan debt, earning more and more likely to make 6 figures, less likely to be overweight or already parenting, more likely to own more businesses and be married, demonstrating commitment, as I stated. Yes, black women are better educated and far less likely to be incarcerated, which are huge positives, especially in professional and legal stability contexts. But when it comes to total dating market readiness, financials, freedom, family obligations, and health, the data favors black men. But I'll put a caveat in here. This is a statistical generalization. Individual character, communication, emotional health, and personal values matter far more in actual dating success than averages. I made sure to mention that because when Kevin Samuels used to present his high value thing, people used to always say, well, what about character? Brother, we can't quantify that. Everybody be acting a fool out here sometimes, okay? So you got to figure that out for yourself. I did that video about the LGBTQ population and the gay black men going at black men for some odd, or heterosexual black men for some odd reason. That one dude that put out there saying that, yeah, on averages, black women are the better option.
Then I hear about black women who are just focused on dating black men.
Brother, here are the statistics. And I encourage people to fact check. As of now, black men are the better dating/marriage option. So that's what she's trying to say. But she's doing a piss poor job of explaining herself. Here we go.
Companion then. Who we got?
Are you speaking in general?
I'm saying if that's the dynamic.
I'm speaking of when it comes to interracial relationships.
Oh.
I'm not speaking like, oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
That's cool.
I feel like
so even that it's still, so she's saying just for interracial relationships, that still doesn't make any sense, because we all know that white men choose black women last. It's white women first at the highest majority, 90%. Over 90% of white men marry white women. I know that's a shocker to black women, but every race of men tend to prefer their own. And then after they go from white women, they go to Hispanic women, and then they go to Asian women. And then black women are last. You know, black women and white men is the lowest marital pairing among all races and genders, to the tune of 0.5% of married white men are married to black women. The statistic that black women and white men marriages are less likely to get divorced is severely outdated, and the sample size is based off less than 0.3% of married married to black women in 2002. That 0.3%, you can actually see it, is actually quoted in that Wikipedia article. And it was actually, I believe it was from 2010. It went up to 0.5 white men married to black women in 2015. There's another report out there that I've quoted before. So from 2010 to 2015, white men increased their marital rate to black women by 0.2%. And that was in 2015. Okay? That is the lowest marital pairing among all interracial marriages. So how would white men know that black women are more aligned with them? Because it sure ain't showing up in the statistics. And I know sometimes this hurts black women, to hear. But white men are attracted to black women. They know that y'all are attracted to them. And they hitting that thing and they moving on.
I do not hate pink people. I just dislike shit that pink people do. Like that whole thing with, the pink dudes, telling me, oh yeah, I like, black women too. Whole time, a lot of them don't like black women. They might be sexually attracted to black women, but they don't like them. And that's what a fetish is right there. Like for real, like you are sexually attracted to a person, but you really ain't trying to have no relationship with them. You just want to try something.
I've quoted this book before, but I want you guys to go take a look at it. The Dating Divide, where white men were interviewed about their views on black women, and the results were plainly clear. And I quote, given that black women get very little interest from white men, experiences like Deborah's suggest that even paltry interest may be driven by prurient interest. White men we interviewed confirmed the notion that black women were both highly sexual and unstable for long-lasting relationships. Translation, they'll sleep with you, but they don't see you as wife material. I want black women to go read the Dating Divide book. Get this book. Y'all like to read, right? Read this book, okay? This will tell you everything that you need to know. But if you don't like to read, get a Reddit account. Get a Reddit account and type in black women, white men. Let me know what you find. Matter of fact, download some of the pictures that I saw when I was doing research over there. And let me know what you find. And you let me know how white men really feel about black women once you download a Reddit account. Or you can go on X. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Black men and black women need to be
some
together.
options, man, because black men, we really we pair well with anybody.
What?
Black men can fuck with anybody.
Mm-hmm. You like black women though?
Nigga, what else do I know?
Okay, perfect.
Well, what else do
I don't see nothing else.
Man, a black man can make that shit work with whoever.
And he's actually not lying. 1 out of 5 every married black man is married to a non-black woman.
Fuck with any.
I don't want to make it work with anything but a black woman.
No, well, that's your bitch.
And you see, like, they're a little bit older, I think. So we still have that notion. Yeah, man, I still love black women. But these young dudes, nah.
All right.
Either way. Shout out to whoever you're dealing with. Times are hard. Fuck with somebody. I don't give a fuck what color they are. You need somebody that you can at least borrow a couple dollars from when shit get hard.
Yeah, but my least favorite, I'll say this and then we're going to dip on, but I only watch Love Island.
Watch this. I'm glad he brought this up because y'all was laughing at me in the chat when I put that video out there about that Love Island couple, Olandria and Nick. That means a lot to black women. And I don't think those two understand that they have a lot of weight on their shoulders. Listen, watch what he says.
But I hate that show.
Like Nick and Alandria. Like that.
I don't, but you got to slow down because I don't know that white man name. But I think that fine ass black woman ain't got no business being with that white man.
That's her
But
business.
here, okay, so if we go real quick, if we gonna use them as an example, right? You watched a black man get on Love Island and play in that girl face. Everybody, who, if you really watch Love Island,
You see how everything is always the black man's fault.
hold on, but it wasn't.
That don't justify her being with him.
Hold on. Let me say what I'm trying to say.
You too passionate. You too passionate.
No.
I don't even know the shit.
I just want to use this as an example.
So you see how she was defending Nick and Olandria. She was simply saying that, and hold on, before we even go into that, y'all have told me in the chat that on that Love Island show, Nick tried to get with like 3 other women before he decided to get with Olandria.
Nick explored everybody that he wanted to explore. Couldn't nobody control Nick. Nick did what he wanted to do in that villa. That's why he tried to kick Hood out twice and still was smiling in her face. He did what he wanted to do. He was with Bella A. Then he wanted Sierra, so he got with Sierra. He stayed with Sierra, but he still explored other people. Sierra was like, I don't even want you to be exploring all these bitches. And he like, I'm still going to explore the bitches, honey, because I'm here for the bitches. So if he really wanted to explore Alondria, I don't know why it's not sinking into y'all head that he would have. I also don't understand why y'all don't think that Alondria is to blame for her experience as well. Taylor stood up to get to know Sierra. At that point, Alondria should have did what she needed to do, but she did what she wanted to do. And what she wanted to do was be up under Taylor.
Am I correct on that? So she's only pointing out the fact that Olandria didn't work with a black man, and I may have to go do my research on this show, but from what y'all told me, the guy Nick had tried to get with 3 other women that weren't black women, and it didn't work. Am I correct on this? They just were last or something like that, and he ended up matching with her. So now they're, America's couple to black women, so to speak. But I told you guys, that couple holds a lot of weight with black women. So if they don't work, that guy Nick is going to get cooked.
Can I ask how you define your relationship now?
As in labels?
Yeah, if you use them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm checking your temp this time.
Oh my goodness. No, because the way you explained it yesterday was beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wait, we're not girlfriend boyfriend yet, but it's like this thing that we've been building over time. Like I said, we've been together for 3 weeks, but at the same time, like there's 3-4 weeks, it's like we've been to Greece together. We've been working, shooting model shoots together and supporting each other, and it's just fun to be doing like life together. Like I would hate to come out of the villa and be feeling like lonely and feeling like I have to deal with all this shit by myself. But with Alandria, it's like we're just such strong support systems for each other, and like whether or not you want to call that girlfriend or boyfriend, I call that like a strong relationship. So
I don't even think he understands. Seriously. So they have to keep putting out all these pictures, and they have to go to these different places and make it seem like they're the perfect couple. But the only thing that matters is marriage. I get it. Y'all, they young, they having a good time. And I wish that all these expectations weren't put on these 2 young people. But black women love to see these types of relationships. A lot of black women, let me not say all, a lot of black women who want to swirl, so to speak, who want to divest. This is the archetype. This beautiful black woman and this white man who's taking her around the world, and they make the perfect couple. That's what they want. So again, they are 2 young people enjoying life. And if it doesn't work, then it's going to be some problems for that white man. And he didn't sign up for that. She may have. I did see the video where she was saying, seeing a dark-skinned black woman loved properly by a white man, that's a good thing.
We see men yearning for women in this day and age. And then with him being a fair-skinned male and I'm a dark-skinned female, but seeing me being loved out loud resonated with a lot of people in my community. It's like, oh, this is beautiful. Like dark-skinned black woman being yearned for and loved out loud by someone that looks like Nick. It's like, this is beautiful. Like this is like healing the world in a sense, because you don't see this often, especially not in real time.
I watched the video after I made this my clip or whatever. So yeah, she signed up for it, but it doesn't seem like he signed up for this. It's gonna be tough, man. So we gonna see. But yeah, but that was Big Homie's House TV. That young lady told people to watch the full video. I watched the full video. It didn't change my mind about what she said, but just to educate her, because I'm going to tag them in this video, don't bank on white men coming to save black women. You guys are not, you are not more equally yoked with white men. I'm not even going to do all the statistical readouts. I have a new channel for that, Medium Man Stat Clips. If you want to find the real truth about interracial marriages, just go to that page and you can find it for yourself. Okay? So I don't know where she got that from, but I'm pretty sure it's in these social media conversations. But it's a lot of ignorance floating around, and it sends black women off a cliff trying to appeal to white men, and they just looking at y'all, fucking y'all, and sending you off with a baby or two. Yes, that happens as well. That is one of the main reasons why 61% of black women have ever mothered a child, and 46% of black men have ever fathered a child. It's because of the fact that a small percentage of black men are having children with black women, and also men of other races are having children with black women. So yeah, they getting access to y'all, but they're just not marrying you. And that's when y'all need to go to their spaces and ask why. Okay? Just trying to help you out.